for those of you who don't know me, my name is Meghan Watson. I am the digital marketing manager here at Dogs Inc. I have also been a puppy raiser for 7 years, and my dad is also a guide dog recipient. He's received 4 guide dogs from the organization throughout my life, and that's how I got involved here. So today I wanted to take some time to talk to you about the impact of social media and how to get involved and really step outside the box. So I know every single one of you in here who has a dog, 90% of your photo reel on your phone is probably your dog. Am I wrong? No? Okay. So what we want you guys to do is to use those photos to get the word out and to really share your experience as puppy raisers and as a club. So what that means is, sorry, there's buttons on this mic that I'm pressing. So what we would love is you guys all do such a good job with sharing your photos and getting in touch with each other via the not only the Club Leader Facebook page, but also the Puppy Raiser Facebook page, right? You share your stories, you share your outings, and that's great. You guys have built a community in there. However, that community does not reach outside of the people who are already involved with this organization. So, you guys are the largest form of community outreach. Not only are you guys out in the community daily talking to people, sharing about what puppy raising is, how to get involved, but statistically speaking, 71% of nonprofits find their volunteers through word of mouth. And you guys are that first line and for that word of mouth and talking to the community. And so what's super interesting is that not only are you able to reach out physically while you're out in the community, but you also have the power to share that virtually. And that, what I'm going to be talking about is Instagram specific and how to really start building a page for your club and to really start building a community. So what we want you to do is, 1, raise awareness, build community and connection, and you're able to also fundraise and recruit through social. And so, using Instagram effectively. When we went through our name update, a lot of you will notice that we changed our handle to dogsinc.official. And our instructors used the dogsinc.training. And so what we would love is for your clubs to use the naming convention of dogsinc. Insert your club name here. So these are some of our clubs that are currently using that. And what this allows us to do is when you search Dogs Inc., not only are you going to find our main page, our training page, but you're also going to be like, what are all these individual pages? What is Southwest Pinellas, Athens, Atlanta? And so these will really allow for you to be searchable, and to be found. And so the best way to really utilize Instagram and to share is to be searchable. And that's search engine optimization and allowing people to find you. So not only do we want you to use your group name, but we also want you to use keywords such as puppy raiser, volunteer, service dog, guide dog, anything like that. We also encourage you to tag our main account in any photos that you have. Tag our training account photos that you're sharing. That way we see them, we interact with your posts. We're able to maybe repost your content. I love UGC, user-generated content. As you guys know, you'll probably notice that you may post something on the Puppy Raiser page and a few days later it magically ends up on the main Facebook page. That's because I am in there creeping on what you are doing. And so if you did that publicly for everybody and whoever wants to get involved with the organization, they're able to really have a deep dive and find out more about what Dogs Inc. is, how to get involved. What is also really unique is that you're able to add links to your bios. So you're able to add your Friends of Dogs Inc. specific fundraising page. So if someone comments, because Instagram doesn't allow you to add links into your photos, but you could, if someone asks, how do I get involved? Hey, there's a link in our bio where you can go visit our website, you can visit our fundraising page, you can learn all about all of the different things that our club offers. And And so I'm just going to go back a slide. You can see that, for example, the Southwest Pinellas, along with Athens, they mentioned that their dog, and Savannah, they mentioned Dogs Inc. in their name, which is, sorry, there we go, up at the top. So you'll see that bolded Dogs Inc. That is what is referred to as the name, and so they add the school name and then whatever group they are associated with. And then for us, we do have a business account, so we are listed as a disability service. You do not need a business account if you so choose. If you love analytics, if you want to see what people are creeping on your photos, great, sign up. You can mark yourself as a content creator, and you'll be able to see all that information, but you absolutely do not have to. And then the Extraordinary Dogs, Transforming Lives, Creating World-Class hashtag guide dogs for the visually impaired, service dogs, and veterans. So we included hashtags in our bio because those help with our search engine. Those allow people who are searching those hashtag specifics for us to populate for them. And then lastly, we added our address and the link where you see we have our main website and then plus one more. That is going to be our Friends of Dogs Inc. website so that people are able to easily find information. So frequency of posting and how to use Instagram effectively. There are many different ways to post on Instagram, whether that be a story or your feed posts, and so or highlights. So what that means is a story is, say, you're at your puppy raiser outing and someone is live posting your meeting. That will be live for 24 hours and it'll show up as little bubbles at the top of people's Instagrams. And they're able to view that for 24 hours while it's up, and then it disappears forever, unless you add it to your highlight. Whereas a feed post, it is going to stay on what we refer to as your grid, and so that's going to be the main grid, and that's what people are going to view. And so when you're posting on your main feed, that's going to be maybe a highlight of your outing, or a highlight of something that your dog did, a cute photo, anything that you want to share, that you want to permanently stay on your feed. There's also what we call Reels, which is a short form vertical video that is under 60 seconds long. Those are really great because they are being pushed out via Instagram algorithm to people that Instagram thinks is going to be interested in your content versus feed photos, which are going to be pushed out to your followers and people that you interact with often. So that is the briefest overview that I could possibly give on how to use Instagram. But as I've stated, you guys really you are the first line of that outreach and that communication within the community. And we want you to tell your stories, share their progress updates, and really help build the community and help raise awareness. Does anyone have any questions? Yes.
So I have a private Instagram page. I don't necessarily want my dogs to eat those.
Yep.
So do I need a second?
Yeah, so what I would recommend is creating a second Instagram account. And for that, obviously if you're trying to do outreach and build a platform, you're going to want that to be a public account. And so what we would encourage is maybe create, like, if you use your club leader email that you use, build that, create that account, and then utilize that. And obviously this naming convention, I'm only really wanting club leaders and clubs to focus on this. I don't necessarily want to dictate, like, hey, Trishy in training, you need to change your username. That's not, we don't want to have individuals necessarily have this naming convention, but if you are going to have a club leader page that is specific to your club and sharing photos, then the best way to be searchable is going to be to use this naming convention. Yes?
Does it matter the time of day that you go for getting more views?
Honestly, it really just depends on who your audience is. I mean, specifically for us, a lot of our audience is either online around 8 a.m. or 6 p.m. just before or after work. And so very rarely will I be posting for the organization at 1 p.m. when everyone is stuck in meetings and not online. But the best way, if you are interested in the specific analytics of your account, you can create a business account, and then it'll actually you can go into it and do a deep dive and say like, oh hey, this is when my followers are active, let me try and post then. Yeah. Anyone else? No? Okay, one more thing that I do want to mention is this is an email that I use, social@dogsinc.org. If you ever have questions related to social media specifically, feel free to email this email. I know a few people in here were probably a part of a program that we had for the influencer outreach, where I hosted trainings and monthly meetings and had a group chat to really help people understand social media. That will be coming back within the next few months. So you'll be receiving an email inviting you to that. There is no, you do not have to participate. This is a free, if you're interested in learning, I am wanting to help and provide that outreach and information. Thank you.
One follow-up question.
Oh yeah.
You said individual pages didn't necessarily have to use DogSync, but can puppy raisers use DogSync?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, for me personally, like mine is the Watson Guides. I don't plan on changing that. But and that's just my handle. But I do mention puppy raiser for Dogs Inc. in my Instagram handle, or I'm sorry, in my Instagram bio, and you can actually make that a live tag so that it is also pulling SEO from there.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.